In the last video, I wanted to see whether an old PC still had something to give. Instead of replacing it or throwing money at the problem, I tried a different approach, giving it a second life with Linux Mint. And that experiment taught me something important. Every year, software demands more power, more memory, more everything. But our older machines don't magically upgrade themselves. They just get slower, even though the hardware is still perfectly capable for everyday use. It's not the computer that's failing, it's the software leaving it behind. That's why Mint impressed me. It's a modern operating system with all the features you'd expect, but without the heavy overhead. It respects older hardware instead of punishing it, and that alone makes a huge difference. I didn't just test it for an afternoon. I committed to it, wiped the drive clean, installed Mint from scratch, and lived with it for a full week. No fallback, no dual boot, no safety net, just real world use. And honestly, day-to-day tasks felt completely normal. Browsing, editing, uploading, everything worked exactly as I needed. I even produced an entire YouTube video on that old machine, and I handled it without complaint. Gaming was a mixed bag, but not in a bad way. Some titles ran far better than I expected. Others struggled. And that's just the reality of older hardware. But the important part is this. It wasn't a failure. It was usable. With new devices climbing in price, especially anything branded as AI ready, upgrading isn't as simple as it used to be. For many people, it's not even an option. So making the most of what you already own is becoming a real, practical skill. That week with Mint made me realise something bigger. This idea of reusing, adapting, and getting more for what you already have applies to so many parts of life. Not just computers, not just tech, everything. So, for this next experiment, I'm shifting focus to something far more essential than hardware. Something we deal with every single day. Food. For 1 week, I'm going to cook in a way that's realistic, comforting, and affordable. No pressure, no perfection, just meals built from what's already in my kitchen. This isn't about chasing trends or recreating restaurant dishes. It's about food that works on tired days, busy days, low energy days. The days most people actually live. Because the truth is, most people don't need more complexity in the kitchen. They need meals that are doable, affordable, and satisfying. A few extra items in the trolley, a couple of impulse buys, a top-up shop here and there. It adds up fast. Food quietly becomes one of the biggest drains on the budget without us even noticing. So, this week, I'm flipping the usual approach. Instead of planning meals first and shopping second, I'm starting with what's already in the cupboards and building meals from there. It's a small shift, but it changes everything. When you actually look through your kitchen, properly look, you realise you're not starting from zero. You're starting from a foundation you already paid for. Using what's already there saves money, saves time, and removes the pressure of constant shopping. It turns cooking into something calmer and more manageable. This isn't a challenge or a punishment. It's curiosity. It's about seeing what's possible when you stop assuming that you need more. I'll show you everything, honestly. The wins, the mistakes, the unexpected moments. And if it helps, you can try your own version, in whatever way fits your life. This is about building confidence through small, manageable steps. Not chasing perfection, just making life a little easier, one meal at a time. A kitchen can feel overwhelming when you focus on what's missing, but when you look at what's already there, it becomes a place full of options instead of obstacles. Often, the simplest solutions are the ones right in front of us. Using what you already own can save money, reduce stress, and make everyday life feel lighter. That's the whole idea. Practical, realistic steps that help you feel more in control without spending anything extra. There's a kind of relief that comes from stepping off the treadmill of always needing something new. Sometimes the answer is already in your cupboards, your fridge, your freezer, waiting to be used. A simple reset, a chance to pause the spending, breathe a little, and make the most of what you already paid for. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. And if you try your own version of the experiment, I'd love to hear how it goes for you.